Today we're with homologation car royalty, this 1973 Porsche 911 2.7 RS. My name is Matthew Ivanhoe. I am the president of the Cultivated Collector in New Canaan, Connecticut. We are dealers of investment grade classics and exotics. We specialize in selling the rarest, the coolest, the highest quality, and the most special cars on the face of the earth, and stuff that really, really excites us. Today we're looking at homologation car royalty, which to us at Cultivated, homologation cars are among the nearest and dearest cars to our hearts. You know, competition, we really believe that competition improves the breed, and there's nothing quite like a car that has been adapted to make it legal for competition use. And that is what a homologation car is. A 911 characteristically is a very distinctive thing. Flat six, engine in the back. It's an experience that while you can make it different by doing a lot of different things, it's fundamentally still very similar, but you can magnify certain behaviors, certain features, or tone down certain things. And this is also no exception here. So this car with its lighter weight, extra displacement, extra horsepower, different suspension, just different everything, is it's just pure, it's faster, it's infinitely more exciting. In other 911s, especially like a 911S, the 0.3 liters of displacement doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. The power is just instantaneous and right there throughout the entirety of the rev range. It emits this like rebel yell above 5,000 RPM. It really, really starts to come on cam. What a 911 really communicates is its DNA. There are very few cars that you can drive a current model of and then drive one that's 50 years old and still be able to discern that these are siblings, separated by decades, siblings nonetheless. Porsche stuck with this formula for so long, and it is a very distinctive formula. It's still fast today, it's still exciting today, it's still engaging today. I would argue it's far more engaging than a 991 or 992 generation car, as obviously those cars are much faster, much easier to drive. You can, have your heated and cooled seats and your music playing, and it all sounds great, but it doesn't necessarily make it better or more exciting. A 964 RS and 993 RS, great cars, but they're fundamentally different. The 2.7 RS was really the swan song of cars that were designed and built without restriction or regulation. This was a car that was built to make the car eligible for racing. There is a spirit and a purity there that more than speaks, practically shouts to you from the moment that you fire it up until the moment that you park the car. It has a spirit and a liveliness to it that just elevates the car. The nice thing about a car like this, but really the nice thing about any 911 is that even though this is a homologation car, even though it is a car that has competition pedigree, it's still a usable car. It's still something that you could comfortably drive and reliably drive to and from your office every day. And that's what guys did that. Like, It's a usable car, and not to say that other cars of that era are not usable, they are. Like, it's not so cramped inside that you're worried that you're gonna need to go, pay a visit to the chiropractor after you're done driving it. You can sit in it comfortably, you can put your luggage in there, you can put your significant other in the car without worrying that there's gonna be a mutiny. It's still, despite being a car with competition bloodline, is still sensible. It's still a 911. There is something really rewarding in actually living with and using these things, and 911 2.7 RS is a very livable, very usable thing. At the Cultivated Collector, we take the statement of that we sell investment grade classic and exotic cars seriously. You can have a $25,000 investment grade car and have a $5 million car that is not investment grade. Investment grade refers to the underlying quality of the car that you have, and also the underlying desirability of it. A lot of 2.7 RSs are not what we would call investment grade, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that car. It's still great for what it is. We just choose to focus on investment grade here, and this car is investment grade. It was sold brand new to a member of the Von Turin and Taxis royal family, loved and cared for. Never been in an accident, never driven in salt, original floors, numbers matching, incredible no expense spared restoration. I mean, it really is a top of the food chain car. An additional thing that makes this car great is the fact that this was Kadak's personal car, hugely respected, very well-known restorer and racer in Germany. The fact that he chose this car as his personal car, that he restored it, and that he owned the car for 17 years, further reinforces just how exceptional this particular example is. A car is more than the sum of its parts, and part of the reason you buy a car like this is what we like to say is tangible history. You're sitting in the same seat as, you know that what you're piloting, what you're surrounded by is something that's truly great. And a big component of that is a car's provenance, is its ownership history. It are the hands that have carried it from new to today. And the fact that this was Kadak's personal car, the fact that he restored it, really is a testament to how wonderful the underlying car itself is, one, and two, how wonderful the car is today. We really want to thank you guys so much for checking this out. We sometimes miss the opportunity to share these things with the world, and cars like this really deserve to be shared, to be experienced, and we really appreciate you checking this out. This is something that we're planning on doing a lot more of. My name is Matthew Ivanhoe. I am the founder and president of the Cultivated Collector. Thank you so much for checking this out, and until next time, we'll see you later.